There's going to come a point in your gaming career when you become fed up with the overpowered bullshit, and you want to put a stop to it. Instead of giving in to the meta and working with the devil you know, why not heat things up? There's only one Titan that has the ability to be judge, jury, and fiery executioner. His name is Scorch. Titanfall 2 currently features 6 Titan chassis, each with a set of unique abilities and kits that can slightly augment the way that Titan plays. Today, we're going to talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses of Scorch. We'll start with his loadout. Scorch has one of the most powerful Titan primary weapons in the game, the T-203 Thermite Launcher. It shoots a thermite grenade that deals moderate damage on impact and spreads thermite near the impact location for additional damage. Even with the area of effect, direct hits are still the best way to deal damage with this weapon. His ordnance is Firewall. Scorch slams the ground and spreads a long straight line of thermite across the ground. Enemies foolish enough to stand in it will get burned. His defensive ability is similar to Ion's Vortex Shield, but it's hotter. Thermite Shield blocks all incoming projectiles from the front. Additionally, targets within close proximity will also get burned. Next is Scorch's tactical ability, Incendiary Trap. You launch out a canister that expels flammable gas. On its own, this ability doesn't do anything, but when paired with any one of Scorch's flame-based attacks, the canisters will explode and burn the surrounding areas. Enemies caught in the initial explosion will take a burst of damage. Enemies that stand in the flames will take additional damage. Finally, we have Scorch's core ability, Flame Core. After a short activation time, Scorch pounds the ground and sends out a wave of thermite that deals massive damage to any enemies it hits. Once again, you probably don't want to use this on grunts and specters, but who am I kidding, that is really fun. Now on to the kits. His first Titan kit is Wildfire Launcher. It increases the amount of thermite that spreads from his launcher. This doesn't directly increase the damage that your launcher can do, but it does increase the amount of area that you can cover with a single shot. Next is Tempered Plating. This reduces the damage you take from your own thermite. Now, you're probably thinking, I'm a smart guy and I'll never stand in my own thermite. Well, you'd be surprised just how easy it is to step in your own patches of fire, so this Titan kit does have its functionality. Third, we have Inferno Shield. This increases the duration and damage of Thermal Shield. Lastly, there's Fuel for the Fire. This increases the duration of Firewall. Before we move on to some of Scorch's tactics, don't underestimate how much area you can cover with his thermite. Also, don't underestimate the amount of damage that a target will take just for standing in it for a few seconds. Without a little bit of foresight, Scorch's abilities aren't very impressive. If you place a firewall or an incendiary trap in the middle of an open field, your enemies will walk around them or boost away from them. On the other hand, if you place your abilities in tight corridors where there's nowhere else to go except through the fire, most people aren't going to go through the fire, which in some situations is a good thing. You can use your thermite to secure your own escape or prevent an enemy from escaping. In this situation, I've got a choice. Do I die by fire or die by bullets? I chose bullets. The last thing to note about placement, Scorch's Flame is great for punishing enemies when their mobility is at its lowest. When Legion has his gun shield active, he's not getting out of the fire anytime soon. If you're standing on your last leg, always remember to go out with a flame. Scorch can deal a disgusting amount of damage in an incredibly short time. If your back is against the wall, when your enemies start smelling blood in the water, get ready to roll your face across the keyboard and give your attackers everything you've got. In this situation, I'm trapped and there's pretty much no way I'm going to make it out alive, so I'm going to activate Flame Core, toss out an incendiary trap, and lay down a firewall, all of which took an enemy Scorch from near maximum health down to 0. Just because Scorch is good at getting the last laugh when he's in a tight spot doesn't mean he always has to be in a tight spot. Scorch does exceptionally well at taking enemies out of their comfort zone and putting them between a Titan and a hot place. Although it might take Scorch some time to get into a flanking position because he's so slow, once he's there, enemies will have to invest an incredible amount of resources to get him out, and most of the time that'll mean somebody's gonna bite the bullet. The best offense is a super hot defense. Like I mentioned before, Scorch's Flame Shield mitigates damage and deals damage at the same time. Use it to bully enemy Titans out of their favored positions and to advance your own, so you can deal some serious damage. Tone's Particle Wall is an incredibly powerful asset, but if she can't stand behind it comfortably, it's not going to help her at all. Yeah, she's not coming back, she's gone. She had enough of the fire. With all the positive things I've been saying about Scorch, you might be thinking he's too hot to handle, but I'm here to tell you all you need is a pair of thermite-resistant oven mitts. I'm kidding, those don't exist, but what does exist is mobility. Scorch is very slow and all of his attacks are very clearly telegraphed. If you can figure out his rhythm when you're playing as a pilot, you can avoid the majority of his attacks, and the same goes for when you're piloting a Titan. Also, it's very easy to gain a positional advantage over Scorch. He excels at fighting enemies in tight corridors, so if you fight in a wide open space, he's not going to be able to trap you in a field of thermite. As much as Scorch would like to watch the entire world burn, he doesn't have enough thermite to do so. As you can see here, the enemy legion is standing in a very wide open space, so all I can do is fire some grenades at him from my thermite launcher and wait for my team to arrive. And there you go. This has been an overview for Scorch. If you've been looking for a Titan that can seriously turn up the heat, look no further. Scorch is the one for you. So, once again, the name of the game is Titanfall 2. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.